In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to effortlessly apply a shadow effect to an object, such as a shape, text, or image within your design project. Whether you're looking to add depth, create a more realistic appearance, or simply spruce up your visuals, understanding how to manipulate shadows can be a game changer. First, let's dive in by selecting the object you want to enhance with a shadow. This could be a shape, a piece of text, or perhaps an image that needs a bit more dimension. Once you've made your selection, navigate to the Layers panel, where you'll locate the familiar FX icon. Alternatively, you can access the Effects pane by heading over to View, then selecting Studio, and finally clicking on Effects. This will open up the range of effects you can apply to your object. With the Effects pane open, you'll want to enable the shadow effect. Look for the option labeled as Outer Shadow, or sometimes it's called Drop Shadow, and make sure to tick it. This simple action is the first step toward adding that layer of realism and drama to your design. Now, let's talk about tweaking the shadow settings to suit your creative vision. First, consider the color of your shadow. Typically, a dark color is selected to create a more natural and muted effect, but you do have the flexibility to choose any color that complements your design. Next up, let's adjust the opacity. This determines how transparent or strong your shadow appears. A higher opacity means a more pronounced and prominent shadow, while a lower opacity will produce a subtler effect. You have the freedom to play around here until you achieve a balance that works for your project. Moving on to the radius, or sometimes referred to as the blur. This setting influences how soft or sharp the shadow's edge appears. A larger radius offers a soft, diffused edge, giving a more subtle, blended shadow, while a smaller radius will result in a sharper edge. Don't forget to adjust the offset or distance, which is essentially how far the shadow is displaced from your original object. This can give the illusion of levitation or separation between objects in your design. Finally, let's delve into the angle setting, which determines the direction from which the virtual light source is shining. As a result, it affects the direction in which the shadow falls. Adjust it to align with the lighting and perspective of your overall design. Take a moment to preview the effect in your document as you adjust these settings. Keep tweaking them until everything looks just right. The goal is to make the shadow look as natural and harmonious with your design's lighting and style as possible. One fantastic benefit of using the Effects panel is that the shadow is non-destructive. This means you can revisit it later, making adjustments or even disabling the effect entirely if you change your mind. This flexibility allows you to experiment freely without the fear of permanently altering your original work. And there you have it, a simple yet effective way to add dynamic shadows to your design elements, enhancing their presence and realism.